As I continued to help the local residents to develop their home, I was hired to go to one of the most dangerous places on this planet. The nether. My goal was simple: collect materials to help build a town. The villagers needed some kind of energy source as fuel for their town. So I accepted the job, of course. I had heard that the nether had a lot of riches. But you can't just go in the nether like that. No, you have to be fashionable to be accepted by the locals. I learned that if you offered them gold, they would either trade items or information with you. They told me about these old structures full of undead creatures. Those places had some valuables, but it was quite dangerous. I was more interested in one of the monsters he mentioned, a blaze. A creature made of fire? In my quest to look for energy sources, that would be a good start. I was given directions to one located north, but was advised not to go there. I didn't really have much of a choice, did I? The villagers were counting on me. And so, I started to travel north. But as soon as I left the camp, I encountered my first problem there. My compass was not working. Finding north in this place would be a little more difficult than I anticipated. I did try to find my bearings, but the place was a maze. And on top of that, it was really hot. I realized that I would not have a lot of time to stay there. Clock was ticking. I had to find it fast and leave that place. Feeling a little disorientated, I collected what I could find around me and kept going forward. After a while, I realized I was lost. Not knowing what to do, I took a quick break. I realized I was not using one of my most sensitive amphibian skills. My hearing. So I was looking for undead creatures, right? So I tuned my ears to try to capture any sounds of the undead. I ran to the sound of those skeletons, but soon realized that there were no fortresses here. I ended up in the strangest place I have ever seen in my many days of life. It was a barren and gloomy land filled with dark sand that made it really difficult to walk. I could rest up a little here and plan my next move. And of course, collect some of this sand. Maybe I could use it for something in the future. And as I was about to leave the area, something caught my eye. I had to fight a few skeletons to see what it was. There was an old chest, abandoned. Nothing inside seemed valuable, except maybe for an object named Capsule 12. I continued exploring that land and encountered some piglins that were also zombified. Maybe whatever curse or disease that was found out there was also in here too. But, different from the outside, these ones didn't seem to attack me. In fact, I was able to communicate with them. Since they were zombies, you know, undead, maybe they could tell me where to find one of those fortresses. And that's how I got the coordinates of one of those. And there it was. A huge fortress with dark red bricks. There was no apparent way to get inside, so I had to staircase my way up to one of the towers. The fortress seemed deserted at first, but I could hear a strange sound coming from the roof. As I made my way inside the fortress, I found the strangest mushroom I had ever seen. I collected some of them to bring it back to the surface. Turning around the corner, I was attacked by a ball of fire. Trying to get closer to attack, I used my shield to block other incoming projectiles. A creature made of fire? That was probably the blaze creature. I killed him and collected a glowing rod. It was hard to tell if it had any powers, so I just put it inside my bag for now. I soon found a place where they were coming from. I built a small barrier to help me from the ranged attacks. I killed dozens of blazes and collected this potential source of energy. Going deeper and deeper into the fortress, I had to fight off other creatures too. This dark skeleton almost killed me if it wasn't for my quick reflexes. Well, despite everything I've been through, things were working out great for me. Found a potential source of energy, found some treasures for myself. I stopped for a quick snack and... was running low on food. Like really low. It didn't look I would have enough for my trip back home. I knew that I had to leave that place immediately. As I left the fortress, I realized I was lost. I was able to find that place by hearing the undead, but how am I supposed to find my way out of here now? This world was truly a maze. Everywhere looked the same. I had no idea where I came from. And to make things worse, I encountered a lot of hostile creatures. Running for my life, I escaped angry pigs, skeletons, and flying ghosts. I was in big trouble. Not only was I lost and unprepared to fight those guys, but I was also starving. I checked inside my bag, some pieces of coal, and exotic blocks, bones, gold. I took a deep breath and planned my next move. There was only one way to go. And that was forward. First, I had to take care of the ghost with all the fireballs. I climbed the tallest tree I could find to get his attention. Using my axe, I deflected the attacks. Next up, angry pigs. Well, I tried to fight them, but there were too many of them, so I just ran. And that was actually a good thing. As I was running from them, I encountered some familiar locations. I was pretty sure I had been there recently. I used the last bit of energy I had to try to hear my way out. I was finally out of that place for good. After getting some food and some water, I went over all of the cool stuff I found there. Cool exotic blocks, gold nuggets, weird plants and fungus, skeleton head, and a blaze rod from all those blazes I killed. I gave it to the villagers, maybe they can find a use for it. But I was too tired for all that, so I just put all of those things in the storage building and went back home. Back to my island.